Do you remember the day you went first to the school? If you want to remember that beautiful and sweet day with me, then let's listen to this story. I brought this story just for you. As the sun gently peeked through the curtains, Arya sat by the window, holding a cup of warm tea. The gentle breeze carried with it the scent of freshly bloomed flowers, reminding her of a day long ago. She closed her eyes and let the memories wash over her. It was her first day at school. She remembered how small she felt, her tiny hand clutching tightly to her mother's fingers as they walked down the long hallway. The classroom walls were lined with colorful drawings, and the sound of children laughing echoed through the air. But to little Arya, everything felt so big, so new. Her mother knelt beside her, smoothing down her new dress and adjusting her hair. "You'll be just fine, my love," she whispered with a reassuring smile. But Arya's heart pounded in her chest, she didn't want to let go. As they reached the classroom door, a kind-looking teacher with a warm smile greeted them. "Welcome, Arya. We're so happy to have you here," she said, her voice soft and comforting. Arya's mother gave her one last squeeze, before gently nudging her forward. With trembling hands, Arya stepped into the room. The other children were already seated, some chatting excitedly, others looking just as nervous as she felt. She found an empty seat by the window and quietly sat down, glancing around at the unfamiliar faces. The morning passed in a blur. They colored pictures, listened to a story, and learned a new song. Slowly, Arya began to feel the knots in her stomach untangle. When the teacher asked if anyone wanted to share their favorite toy during show and tell, Arya hesitated but then raised her hand. She proudly held up her stuffed bunny, telling the class about all the adventures they'd had together. By the time the bell rang for recess, Arya had made a new friend, a girl with braids named Lily. They spent the rest of the day exploring the playground, laughing and chasing each other around. Now, as Arya sat by the window, a smile tugged at her lips. That first day had felt so daunting, but it was the beginning of something wonderful. The memories of that day, of the courage it took to step into the unknown, and the joy of discovering new friendships, stayed with her all these years. With a sigh, Arya opened her eyes and took a sip of her tea. The first day at school was just one of many firsts in her life, but it was the one that taught her that every new beginning held the promise of something beautiful. This story reflects the mix of fear and excitement that often comes with starting something new, with the comforting realization that every beginning can lead to wonderful experiences.